Alright, look, I'm going to be straight with you. No Pokemon in this battle stands out in particular, but both teams in their entirety performs immaculately. Overall, this battle is insane and good plays on both sides that you seriously don't want to miss. Today we're battling against Chris from the Discord server in the Smogon UU tier, and again, this is a battle you don't want to miss. Here are the teams. Let me know who you think will win in the comment section down below, and stick around till the end to find out if you're right. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the battle. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Chris. So they're going to lead off with Rampardos. Nice and shiny, gotta love it, as we lead off with our Latios. So, not the worst matchup in the world, not the best either, because we don't know what set they are. I am going to flip turn because I don't think they're going to be randomly Scarf head Smash, but then again, I've said that before in the past and it's come to reality, so I might have to go Donphan. I think I'm going to go hard Donphan because they could be Scarfed. So luckily, Pursuit isn't in the game, so I can freely switch out from this Rampardos. And we can just go into Mitchell in the Donphan real quick and wall the ever-loving Christ out of it. So let's see what happens. They go for a head smash, telling me they are probably Scarfed. It still does a lot of damage to our defensive Rampardos. But recoil is there, and the recoil does more. So that's fine. They probably go Sceptile here, so I kind of want to go for a knockoff. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So they're going to withdraw Rampardos. Are they going to go into the Sceptile or the Kingdra? Probably. The Porygon Z comes in, which is interesting. So Porygon Z's in, nice and shiny, gotta love it. I love Porygon Z's animations in this game, they're really cool. We go for a knockoff, we're gonna knock off that Choice Specs, which is amazing. Which means less power, which is great. So we're gonna go straight into Slowking now. Slowking is our specially defensive Pokemon. We can definitely take any hit from this Porygon Z, even if they go for a Thunderbolt on the switch. Even if they tear an electric Thunderbolt, we're still gonna eat it up. So let's see what happens here. So they go for a Tri-Attack, which is gonna do a lot of damage. Really? No paralysis or burn or freeze, which is nice. And then we just go for a chilly reception here. Or looking at the team, actually, we could just go for a Future Sight. I think I will go for a Future Sight. So they go for a Thunder. So they have Thunder, which is interesting. It's going to do a lot of damage. We go for a Future Sight. Now, if we expect another Future Sight, another Thunder, sorry, we could probably switch out into something to take that, like Latios. But then on the flip side, I was going to say, I think they might expect that and go for Tri-Attack. But it still KOs the Slowking, unfortunately, so their specially offensive Pokemon takes out our specially defensive wall, which is not a good sign for us. I'm now going to have to go into Latios, I think, and drop a Draco. To be fair, looking at the team, nothing wants to take a Draco Meteor, so we can just do this, no problem. So let's go Latios, and we will drop a Draco right now. So they're going to withdraw Porygon Z. They are going to withdraw Porygon Z, and they're going to go into Square Up, which is going to be probably the Reuniclus. It is Reuniclus. Yeah, Reuniclus comes in. We go for a Draco. There we go. Should do a lot of damage. Nearly gets the KO to the point where I can actually go for another Draco now and get the KO. They're going to get hurt by the Future Sight attack, which is even better, because it means I don't have to go for a Draco. I can just go for a Luster Purge now to take this thing out. So they're going to withdraw. They're going to withdraw the Reuniclus. They want to save it for later. It's probably Regenerator. And they're going to go back into Porygon Z, which isn't going to appreciate this Luster Purge too much. We go for the Luster Purge. There we go. And that's going to do a lot of damage. There we go, a lot of damage. So now we can take this thing out with another Luster Purge. We are not Specs, so we're not locked in as they might have thought. As we go for another Luster Purge, that's going to take out the Porygon Z, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nice and powerful. Luster Purge got buffed. Oh, I love it. In comes Square Up once again. The Reuniclus has got a bit more health to it now. I still think Draco will take this thing out, but I don't want to risk it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to flip turn. I'm going to flip turn because I don't think Draco actually takes it out from there. Plus we might miss. And I'm going to go into my Incineroar because Incineroar can definitely take a Shadow Ball from this thing. If they switch up moves and go for a Psychic. I don't think they go for a Focus Blast predicting the Incineroar to come in, that's for sure. I think they expect us to go Draco right there. Because we can probably tank a Shadow Ball if it's unstabbed. But they go for a Trick Room, which is interesting. So Trick Room is up. Incineroar does not like that, so we have to assume they're going to switch out here. I'm going to go for a U-turn. So they go for a Focus Blast. We should be able to take one because we have natural special defense. We can't even take one. Incineroar goes down. I played Incineroar very badly that game. Really wanted it to do well this game as well. I definitely shouldn't have taken the risk there. But then again, what was my switch in? Really? Not a lot, right? Not a lot to switch in. So I'm going to go into my Galarian Weezing right now. And the reason I'm doing this is purely and simply because we can actually take on the rest of the team pretty well. We can take on the team really well with this particular set. So I'm going to go ahead and Tera. I'm going to Tera Flying so that we can resist the Psychic. Not resist, but be neutral to it. So I am going to go ahead and do that. So terrestrializing my nice and powerful Galarian Weezing. This way we can also be immune to earthquakes from Golurk, so that's great. So we're going to terrestrialize into a flying type. I like how the hat's on the little head's head. That's cute. Anyway, enough about that. We go for a Strange Steam. They go for a Psychic first, obviously because of the Trick Room. It's going to do a lot of damage because they are Life Orb. And we go for a Strange Steam, which is going to be able to take them out. So, great for us. Not so great for them. So they lost the Reuniclus, but this is looking to be a good battle so far. This is definitely looking to be a good battle. In comes Old Fart, which is going to be the Golurk. So Golurk comes in. Now this thing is definitely slower than us. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I'm going to go into Donphan. Donphan can take Poltergeist from this thing all day, every day. There we go. We're going to withdraw our Galarian Weezing. We are going to go into our Donphan to wall this Golurk to oblivion. Let's see if it works out like that. To watch them have Grass Knot or something. Poltergeist comes through. Are they no guard as well? I think they might be. So that's going to come through. And gets a crit, which takes us out. I think it was a 2-hit KO anyway. Thinking about it, I think it was definitely a 2-hit KO. But we can now go into something else. Let's go Bastiodon. Let's go Bastiodon. So we'll go Bastiodon real quick. There we go. Now, I think they go for an Earthquake here. So I'm going to go back into Weezing. I want this Trick Room to go. It's already gone. Watch it, already gone. It's not. It's got one more turn. So let's go ahead and switch back into Weezing. Because we don't want that Trick Room up anymore. That's for sure. So we're going to withdraw our Bastiodon. And we're going to go into our Galarian Weezing once again to take an Earthquake. So hopefully we can take an Earthquake. They do withdraw though. What are they going to go into to take on the Bastiodon? That's a real question. They go into Tsunami the Sociable, which is going to be the Kingdra. So Kingdra is in. We definitely have to worry about Kingdra. Twisted Dimensions do return to normal, which is unfortunate because it means we can't do anything here. I do want to go in. I think I'm going to go for the Misty Explosion here, just because I think that's the right play to go for. So they go for a Waterfall, which is going to take us out, no problem. That's fine. I didn't really have a good switch in, really, to be fair. I think Latios is going to be the MVP, though, this game. I think Latios is the MVP this game, which is a real shame. Let's see how this works out for us, though. So let's go Latios. There we go. Latios is coming in. Old Jetix over here. There we go. We just have to drop a Draco. Now, the Draco won't KO. I don't think. So let's go for a Draco. Draco Meteor comes through. It gets the KO. The reason I didn't think it KO is because Misty Terrain's up. But then again, Latios is levitating, so it doesn't affect it. Ah, I remember now. I remember some things about terrains. In comes Sceptile. So Sceptile is a big threat here. Definitely a big threat. It's nice and shiny as well. Gotta love it. Swords Dance Sceptile might actually be the thing that sweeps us, to be honest with you. So we'll go for a flip turn anyway. Get on out of there. Because we want to save Latios for later. So we're going to go into our Bastiodon now. Bastiodon should be able to take any grass move this thing wants to go for. Or a dragon move it wants to go for. If it goes for the Dragon Claw, then we know it's got Earthquake. If it goes for the Dragon Pulse, then we know it's got Focus Blast. So they go for a Swords Dance. So they definitely have Earthquake. But we have got Sturdy. And we've got Foul Play. So I'm going to go for the Foul Play. Hopefully it gets the KO on the Sceptile. That'd be nice if Bastiodon could get another KO. They go for a Leaf Blade, which ain't going to do much to us because we are very, 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 very physically defensive. Foul Play is going to be able to take them out of a critical hit. I don't know whether the crit mattered or not, but they were +2 attack, so I'm going to assume it didn't. In comes the Old Fart again, which is the Golurk. So Golurk comes in, and it's looking very powerful. I can't Terra. I have to go for a Foul Play, really. Seeing as they might go for a Poltergeist, which they have done, which will obviously hit the Latios on the switch in. They're probably expecting a Latios switch. Does a lot of damage. We go for Foul Play, though. That's going to nearly KO the Golurk, which is amazing. So we might actually pull this back with the Latios. We might pull this back with the Latios, to be honest with you. So let's see how this plays out. Let's go for another Foul Play. They go for another Poltergeist, which is fair enough. It might not KO. If it doesn't, that's going to be amazing. It does KO, but unfortunately, but it's fine. We have the Latios in the back. Rampardos came and gave it its all, but unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. So, bring Latios in. We go for a Luster Purge. I mean, if they're scarfed Rampardos, they definitely beat our Latios 1v1. So, we're going to Luster Purge that Golurk into Oblivion. There we go. And now they have to bring in the Rampardos. This is the last remaining one. And if it's Scarfed, it'll probably KO us with a head smash. So let's see how this goes. So in comes Rampardos, nice and shiny, gotta love it. We go for a Draco, 100 billion% we go for a Draco. We go for a Draco with not Scarfed, which is good. Takes out the Rampardos, and Latios finishes up the game. So GG, Chris, that was a pretty fun one. Really enjoyed that one. Very fun game. Very fun game. But anyway, here is the team. Use the code at the top right corner of the screen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.